Hello everyone, Patan MMA back with another video. Today we are in a bit of a different environment, as you can tell. We're in the Newark International Airport, getting ready to fly to San Diego to cover Bellator San Diego. So looking forward to that, but let's get straight into this fight because it is a good one. Quillan Salkilld versus Gage Young. Lightweight fight contender series, week 4 action, opening up the card. I mean, what a fight. I mean, talk about a mirror match. Seriously, this is a fight between two awesome upcoming guys that both have a lot of good skills that I really actually enjoyed watching film on both these guys. So we're going to start off with Quillan Salkilld here. His kickboxing and range striking has to be the best thing about his game. I mean, Salkilld just kind of picks people apart at range. His counters are just beautiful, beautiful. He's very precise and accurate when he strikes. His body and head kicks are also a very good weapon for him. He kind of just fires them off as like a counter punch almost, where he's able to time them very well, and he's able to catch targets off guard with a lot of strikes. He leads with kicks, so he's not leading with punches. He's leading with his kicks, and then he's countering with his punches. It's a very interesting style to watch, but it's very fun. He has very fast hands too. He's always making reads in there. What you can watch when you see Salkilld is you can tell he's always making a read on his opponent and always getting information from them and then reacting based off it. And he's not giving them any time to make adjustments because he's immediately just finding little things about their game that he can exploit. Very, very high IQ with some very sneaky power, man. He really can put you out and you can't really expect it. So the one thing I don't love about his striking is he can be clipped when brawling. He usually doesn't brawl. He usually stays and uses his range, but he does decide to brawl sometimes and he can be clipped when he does. He's very strong grappling-wise. He has some very well-timed takedowns. He has a very solid trip arsenal, but he is weaker in the clinch overall. I mean, maybe not grappling-wise, but striking-wise, he just doesn't really impress me in the clinch. He's very active on top. He has some devastating ground and pound that he can finish fights with at any point. And he has some smothering submission attempts that he's just constantly wearing down his opponent with these submission attempts and just putting it on them at all times. And he loves to take advantage of opponents' mistakes. On the feet, yes, but on the ground as well. Whenever someone wraps themselves in a bad position, he is quick to hop on the back, take a submission, throw on a triangle. He's very quick with his BJJ. It's very impressive. The one thing about, not one thing, but a couple things about his grappling that I didn't love. He can be controlled and submitted by better grapplers. He has lost minutes on his back before. In his last fight, he got taken down and controlled for basically all 5 minutes of the first round, and it was in a rematch. And in the first fight, he got taken down in the first round and controlled for almost the whole fight. I mean, not the whole fight, whole round against the same guy. So he does have deficiencies in his takedown defense and back game, I guess. And he could be better in those areas for sure. Gage Young, on the other hand, is the exact same thing as Salkilld. It's pretty crazy. He has a little bit on the rougher side of takedown defense. He can get taken down and kind of give up some minutes on his back as well. But he has very quick get-ups most of the time. He's right back to his feet, popping back up. I will say he hasn't fought the strongest level of competition, though, so that's something to keep an eye on. Salkild's level of competition is a lot stronger than Young's at this point. Young is amazing in the clinch. This is the only part that they really don't mirror each other in. I think Salkild's weaknesses are in the clinch, and I think Young has a lot of strength in the clinch, actually. So that is a very interesting situation. Gage Young might even have better head kicks, specifically head kicks, than Salkilld. Not kicks overall, but Gage Young's head kicks, I mean, he fires off that roundhouse like nothing. Both sides, all the time. It's very, it's a very active kicking game he has, for sure. He does have weaker head movement and striking defense. He does get caught at times, which you don't love to see, obviously. But he's a very accurate and precise boxer that lives in combinations and counters, which Quillan Salkilld, very similar style on the feet. And he also has some sneaky power. He can put you out on the feet as well. He has the knockout power. On the ground, he can kind of give up his back sometimes, his reversals are good, but his ground game has some flaws, but I will say, he can win minutes on top for sure. He sometimes is a bit stale on top, but that's a rare occurrence. He has some very heavy control as well. He can take someone down and keep them there for as long as he needs to. Basic but solid takedowns really from him. Nothing too special, but just the good old-fashioned stuff that works. He's very big for lightweight, so that's another interesting thing. Young is just a big guy in general. I think he's only 5'9", but in terms of actual body size, he's not someone that I think can sustain 155 pounds over a long-term career. He also started to develop his teep kicks and his leg kicks recently within his past couple fights, and they've looked very, very well lately. And his best performances may have came under pressure when he was on Dana White looking for a fight. He had a first minute knockout, something like that, and it was a vicious knockout. It was one of his best wins. So I'm wondering if he performs best when the lights are watching, when the lights are bright, and if he is, it could be interesting here. He could pull off the upset because he is a decent underdog against Salkilld. So I could very well see Gage Young getting the upset in this fight. But with my prediction, I will go Quillan Salkilld. With this fight, it's just two guys who are good at the exact same thing the other guy is good at. And in my opinion, Salkilld is just a little bit better in most areas. There are areas where Young is a little bit, or maybe a little bit more better, but overall, Quillan Salkilld is a more well-versed fighter, well-rounded fighter. He's just a little bit better in just those couple different areas, like the overall kicking game, like the back game, things like that. He's not going to make this an easy fight for Gage Young. This is my pick for fight of the night for sure. Obviously, they don't give that out, but this would be the fight of the night in my opinion. And I could definitely see Young getting signed, even in a loss, if the fight is impressive enough. But this could be the Danny Silva, Angel Pacheco of this year. This has that kind of aspect in the fight where it could happen like that. But I think Salkilld ends up going to war, winning a close unanimous decision, split decision, maybe even. And I think Salkilld gets signed, and maybe even we see Gage Young in the UFC as well. I wanted to thank everyone for tuning in to my new location video. Next video, we will be in San Diego for Bellator San Diego. So I will be doing my breakdowns from there. I'm going to keep bringing these to you guys. I do want to apologize for not being able to bring you guys Will Curry versus Jordan Santos on time. I just didn't have enough time this week, and the McMillan Bashy cancellation kind of messed me up. So next week, we will be doing all 5 fights on the episode, everyone. So thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed.